Hey y'all, welcome to the channel or welcome back. I'm Brandy Nemergut, a local real estate agent right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Today, we're going to be taking out the map and exploring Raleigh and the surrounding towns that people choose to live when moving to the A lot of people know that they want to move to the Raleigh area. They're just not sure where they want to live. So that's what today's video is going to be about. We're going to be discussing popular towns and areas, as well as exploring the highways and roadways, so you get a better idea of the conveniences of getting in and through each of these areas. Now, you'll often hear our area referred to as the Triangle, and I'm going to show you why. Now, I'm not the most steadiest of hands. I definitely could not be a surgeon, so bear with me here. But if we take a line up from Raleigh to Durham, across to Chapel Hill, and right back down around, we have a triangle. So this is what's referred to as the triangle. And within the triangle, we have what's famously known as the RTP, which is the Research Triangle Park, which is right here in this area. And this is a popular draw to our area as over 375 companies are here. They employ over 60,000 people, and it's roughly on a 7,000 acre campus. And right in between around this area is the RDU, which is our international airport. Now, the RDU is actually the second largest airport behind Charlotte Douglas Airport, which is in Charlotte. And this airport has actually been around since the 1930s. So it's definitely had a really positive impact on our economic growth here. And one of the reasons why Raleigh ranks number 3 for best jobs in the country, along with our amazing healthcare that we have here. We also have some amazing universities in Raleigh here. We have NC State University. In Durham, we have Duke. And in Chapel Hill, we have UNC Chapel Hill. And that's just to name a few. We have a lot more wonderful colleges here. Now let's start talking about the roadways here. This is something that I definitely had to get used to, because in California, where I relocated from, we said freeways. And out here, people refer to them as highways, or within this Raleigh area as a beltline. So we have 2 belt lines that the locals refer to. One is Interstate 440, which is considered the inner belt line. And again, I'm not a surgeon. I do not have the steadiest hand, but I'm going to give you the gist of this. So this is the inner loop I-440. It takes all of me not to say the word "the" in front of it like we do in California. And then you also have the outer loop, which is Interstate 540. And I'm going to go right around here. So the Interstate 540 is the outer loop, and you'll notice that it stops here, and it's missing this huge section. So currently, they are working on completing this full loop here so that the towns like Holly Springs, Fuquay-Varina, Garner, and the Knightdale area here, as well as Clayton, it'll finish the loop here, which is going to help with the traffic flow and getting everyone within the Raleigh area in and out a lot quicker than a lot of these other roads that are currently being used. Now, if we come up here where Wake Forest is, this is US 1. This is Capitol Boulevard. Capitol Boulevard is a main vein that gets people from Wake Forest down into the Raleigh area. And it can get super busy and super congested, especially during rush hour traffic. It is definitely not for the faint of heart. I do not like taking Capitol Boulevard personally. But that will get you in and through the Raleigh area. And another major highway that we have that actually runs through Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill is Interstate 40. So Interstate 40 right here comes all the way up and through Again, my non-surgical hands here. Going through right here, the Research Triangle Park. We have South Point Mall in Durham. So it goes all the way up here. So just between these highways in itself, you can see you can get around quite easily. Now, if we come up here in the Durham area, you're going to see we have 85. And 85 will connect here to the 70. Now the 70 comes all the way down here, right into Raleigh, go right down here into the Garner area, and it'll also take you right through to Clayton, which now we're getting out of Wake County, which is the Raleigh area, and going into Johnston County. So the 70 right here will connect to the 42, which is another major running vein through the town of Clayton right here. And then coming back up from Raleigh again, you see the 401 here. You take the 401 all the way down here, you'll run into Willow Springs, Fuquay-Varina, and then you see the 55 here. The 55 is the main highway through Holly Springs. We'll take you right up to this area. And then you'll see Apex right here. Highway 1 runs right through it here. Now coming on the right side here on Knightdale, you see we have Business 64 and 264 where Zebulon is here. So if we come through Zebulon, 264 runs into the 87 here. And then you have Business 64 right here. So we have a lot of major highways and roadways that all just flow right here into our center of our hub of Raleigh, as well as throughout the surrounding areas here. And then if we come up to the left over here where Chapel Hill is, we have Business 15 and 501 here. That runs right through here, as well as 54 takes us this way. So you can see we have a lot of great roadways to get us around here. Now let's switch over and talk a little bit more about the areas and the towns here. So right here in the center, we have Raleigh. Raleigh has some amazing places to not only live, work, play, and have, just have a lot of fun. Raleigh downtown has some really great historical district areas to live in. And there is a lot of current construction projects going on here that are in excess of $6 billion. So there's a lot of money going through our cities here, as well as North Hills right here. North Hills is a great place to shop, to live. There's a lot of building going on between apartments, high-rise buildings, hotels, restaurants, and more. There's one lot here that is going $1 billion project just on a 40-acre property. So let that sink in. That's just one little project there, and it's $1 billion. So there's definitely a lot of money running through our city here. We're continuing to grow this last 10-20 years. It's amazing how much growth this area has seen. But this is a really popular area to live in, as well as the North Raleigh area right here. And there's a lot of great colleges around here. There's museums, some really great restaurants. Now, as far as residents here, there's just under 500,000 people that call Raleigh home. So it's definitely a busy area. So it's nice that they're going to be completing this 540 here to just keep the flow going, especially with all the projects going around in this area. And another thing that I love about the Raleigh area, there are so many beautiful parks and greenways that you can go to and explore. You can ride your bike, walk, run. There's places to kayak and canoe and take your boat on our lakes. So if you love the outdoors, Raleigh definitely has a lot to offer. Now in Durham has a lot of projects going on here as well. There's so much money being poured into the Durham area. The old school Durham that you maybe have heard about or have known, it's not the same Durham anymore. I feel like it's Los Angeles when it got its facelift, and it's just a whole new area. So before you judge Durham, definitely give Durham a try. There's a lot of great areas. I love the north side of Durham if you're looking for more land. The south side towards South Point has some really great communities as well. Duke University, Sarah P. Gardens. There's just so much history and some really beautiful areas and shops within the Durham area. And of course, if you work in the Research Triangle Park, it's very convenient drive for you here. Now, if we head over here to Chapel Hill, where UNC University is here, we have some really great shops off of Franklin Street. It's very upscale, historical town. It has some really beautiful areas within Chapel Hill. There's roughly about 60,000 people that live in Chapel Hill, so it's definitely a much smaller footprint. It just has a completely different vibe. I just love Chapel Hill. It's such a quaint, beautiful town. Now, I do want to mention really quick here before I move on from this area, since we're already up here, and I know it's way up here, so you may not be able to see it with everything going on in my screen here, but this is Hillsboro. Cute little town here, not very many people here. I love their downtown. It's a very rural area, a lot of new construction going on, horse property. So definitely, if that's on your radar, check out Hillsboro. It is pretty far of a commute. If you live up there going all the way from Raleigh, you're probably not going to want to make that drive. But if you're looking for more rural living, check out my video on Hillsboro as well. And then back here from Chapel Hill, I'm going to take you all the way down here really quick here to Pittsboro. Pittsboro is an up and coming town. A lot of businesses coming in here, as well as new construction. If you're looking for some good sized lots, I'm talking acreage lots, $1 million plus homes, there's a lot of building going on in this Pittsboro area, and it's close to Jordan Lake right here, which is absolutely beautiful. Again, there's not a lot of people living here right now. Roughly about 5,000 people live here, but it is part of this county here, which has roughly about 87,000 people. So it's not like you're on a desert island, but it does have a little bit of a commute to get into towns. You're looking roughly about 30 to 45 minutes, depending where you have to work. So again, if you can remote work, definitely a viable option. If not, and you're willing to commute 30, 45 minutes to get within the triangle, then definitely check out the Pittsboro area if you like that more rural, woodsy type living. Now, some of the more popular suburbs that people want to live or find out about when they first come here is going to be Cary, which is right here, Apex, and here's Morrisville. Now, a lot of people are attracted to this area, especially because of the location next to the Research Triangle Park. So if you have a job and you need to commute and you want a short, 10, 15, 20-minute commute to the Research Triangle Park, this is an area that a lot of people will choose to live in. And if you want a more populated area, Cary has roughly 180,000 people. So it's a lot less than Raleigh, but it still has a lot of pep in its step. There's been a lot of money poured into this community as well, especially in the downtown area. And the downtown Cary area has a project that's just wrapping up. It was a $69 million project between the park and the buildings there. And there's currently additional major mixed developments that are currently going on in excess of $87 million. So there's a lot going on to continue the progression and growth of Cary. There's some great shops here, from Trader Joe's to Whole Foods. We have lots of shopping centers and restaurants. There's Fenton for more upscale shopping. So it's definitely a popular place to live, especially I find a lot of people relocating from California and New York love living in Cary if you're wanting more of that Orange County feel, that more hustle and bustle, but still not as many people as, where you're coming from. Cary is definitely a viable option. Morrisville is seeing a lot of growth when it comes to townhomes. There's a lot of new construction for townhomes. So if you're in the market for a townhouse, Morrisville definitely has a lot of options. It has more of an industrial feel, in my opinion, Morrisville, and it is closer to our airport here. So you do want to be mindful of that if airport noise or planes flying over. And then if we come down here, we have Apex. Apex is going to have a smaller feel than Cary, as there's about 75,000 residents here. They have a really nice downtown. It has a lot of pep in its step and a lot of great restaurants and boutique shops to go to. And there's actually a $3 billion project going on currently, just right down from the downtown area. And they're going to be building a new school. Wake Tech is going to be adding a new campus here. So there's a lot going on, as well as some apartments and housing. It's a 1,000-acre parcel that was bought by a New York-based company called Viridia. So there's definitely still a lot of expansion going on in Apex. There's a lot of new construction with townhomes as well. And then from Apex, you have the next neighboring town here, which is going to be Holly Springs. Holly Springs is another popular area that people love to move to. It's a smaller, more quaint town. There's Highway 55 here, which does a pretty good job, but it can get congested. So we're looking forward to I-540 being completed. As you can see right here, it crosses through. So this will be able to get everyone in and around a lot quicker. Holly Springs has a really cute old downtown as well as a new downtown, and they have a lot of wonderful parks and community events. And you also have a major biotech company here, Securus and Fujifilm. So a lot of opportunity here. And it's only about a 30-minute commute to get into Raleigh, so it's still a great location. That's one of the great things about a lot of these surrounding towns within the Raleigh area. You're looking at a 20 to 30-minute drive on average. As you get further out into the country, depending on traffic again, it could take you up to 45 minutes, but for the most part, the surrounding areas are within a 20 to 30-minute drive, which makes it very convenient, especially if you have to work within this Raleigh area. Now in Holly Springs, there's still new construction opportunities. There's been a lot of growth here. And before I forget, I forgot to mention right here, our little New Hill. So right past Apex, we have New Hill. So it is a lot of new construction going on in this area as well. It feels a little bit farther removed, but it's an up and coming area with a lot of new construction and development here. And Friendship, Apex Friendship. And with all the new construction and the growth in all of these areas, it's been continuing to push people down and away from all of this popular area. People have gone into Fuquay-Varina for more affordable housing. It is amazing the growth that has gone on in this area here. Fuquay-Varina has a really cute two downtowns actually, because these two towns actually merged. So you have the downtown of Fuquay and the downtown of Varina. They're about a mile apart from each other. There's a lot of new construction opportunity in this area as well as more acreage. So if you're not wanting to be so close to each other, you do have more options here to be more spread apart from your neighbor. There are also master plan communities here as well, but you will find on average more land for your money here in Fuquay-Varina versus say Apex or the Cary area. And with prices continuing to go up, That's even pushed people further out into the areas like Willow Springs and even Anger, which is way down here, and Lillington, which is off the map here. That will actually take you up to an hour drive to get into Raleigh, just kind of for reference. Now, as we start wrapping all the way around here, we have Clayton. Clayton is a very popular area, a lot of new construction. This is more rural living, but in saying rural living, it is amazing how much new construction is going on and everything that's been happening here. Flowers Plantation and Archer's Lodge. These are three of the areas within Johnston County, Clayton, that people like to live. Now, one of the downsides about Clayton, it does not have a lot of shopping. It does not have a Target, but it does share a Target right here. If you come up to the Garner area, there's White Oak, which has outdoor shopping and restaurants, a lot of, great stuff going on. I put my star in the wrong spot. Sorry, guys. And then you have Garner here, which is just right outside of Raleigh, which is also seeing a great amount of new construction built as well. And in certain areas, you can get more land for your money as well. So just depending what you're looking for, this is a really easy commute into Raleigh as well. Now, if we head far east over here, we have Wendell and Wendell Falls. I feel like Wendell Falls has really put Wendell on the map. There's a huge master plan community here. They say it's resort style living, and there's a big project going into their shopping area here. I want to say it's a $350 million project, and right now they have some great restaurants there, apartments. They just built a Publix, some schools. There's a hospital coming in. So they're going to be doing it in phases over the next 5 years, but there is a lot of growth and opportunity. One of the great things about the Wendell Falls location as well is you can just hop right here onto the highway and you can be in Raleigh within 15 to 20 minutes. So you can enjoy things like Trader Joe's, Target, there's Whole Foods, all the shops, the restaurants, North Hills. So it's a pretty easy, quick drive right off the highway here to get to all the necessities. So if you want more affordable living, it is more expensive in Wendell Falls versus Wendell itself, but Wendell has a really cute old downtown as well, and there's a lot of new construction opportunities here as well. And if you go even further out, we have Zebulon. Now, Zebulon and Wendell, they have roughly 10,000 people that live there. I think Wendell has about 15,000. So a lot smaller communities than on the other side here that we were just talking about, but a lot of growth and a lot of opportunity. But if you're wanting more rural living, if you can do remote work from home, then you will definitely get more house and land for your money the further out you get from Raleigh here. And then next to this Wendell area is Knightdale. Knightdale is definitely a gem that I really feel is overlooked. There's a lot of new construction opportunity here as well. There's a lot of growth going on in the Knightdale area, especially in their newer downtown called Boomtown. There's apartments, restaurants. There's a lot of new construction communities in and around the areas. So if you're looking for a new construction home, again, whether you're wanting a master planned development or just some extra land, Knightdale definitely has some great options here. And it's really quick to hop on 540, or you can even cross over and just continue in, and it'll take you to 440, and then you can get in and around. So it's really nice area because you can take a lot of these country roads or one of these major highways to get in and around where you want to go. Now in Knightdale, I can be in Raleigh shopping at North Hills within 20 minutes, which is really nice. It's not too bad. And then going into Cary from Knightdale, I can be there in 25 minutes. And then even in Durham, I can get to South Point Mall within 35 minutes from Knightdale. So even though it seems it's really far away from Knightdale all the way here to Durham, that's not too bad, being able to get from one side to the other within 30 to 45 minutes of all of this. So in comparison in traffic coming from, say, California or New York, we definitely do not have traffic next to those areas. So you can definitely zip around. If you're from one of those areas, 30 minutes sounds like nothing to you. But out here, it seems like people don't want to drive more than 15 minutes to get somewhere. So if that is you and you're wanting to be closer and not really have to commute anywhere, depending where your job is and all the, fun activities and restaurants that you like to attend, may, definitely determine where you want to live. But if you're okay driving within 30 minutes like I am, one of these outside areas, all these areas right here, you definitely may want to consider because your money will go a lot further. Now, coming from Knightdale, if we head all the way up here, we have Rolesville, and then we have Wake Forest right here. And Rolesville, I would say, is more of a residential town. There's not a whole lot of shopping and a lot going on, but there is a new project going on. I want to say it's around a $21 million project, and it's in the Main Street area where the park is. There's going to be a lot of buildings. They're already under construction right now between residential and commercial buildings. So it's really going to put Rolesville on the map. They're really trying to build this area up. But again, there's a lot of new construction opportunity, some beautiful homes in the Rolesville area. And it's a short drive between Rolesville and Wake Forest. Wake Forest, again, a lot has already been developed, but there is still so much more opportunity, and you'll notice a lot of new construction going on in the Wake Forest area. So if you're looking for a new construction home, again, these are some really viable areas. Depending on your commute, it can take you 30 minutes to get into the Raleigh area. If you have to work in the Research Triangle Park, it may be too far of a drive for you, just depending. So you definitely want to check out that drive before you commit to this area. But it is a very popular area, beautiful homes and neighborhoods, and I love their downtown area. And they also have a lot of shopping that they've been adding to this area as well. But for the most part, a lot of people do come into the Raleigh area here. We have, besides North Hills, we have Crabtree Valley Mall, which is an indoor mall. It has a lot of restaurants and shops to go to. There's just a lot going on over here. It's a really great area. Now, aside from all the great shopping and museums and things that we have to do, we have a lot of outdoor space that's great, a lot of greenways. Umstead Park here is absolutely gorgeous to hike. We have some great waterways here, Jordan Lake, you'll see all throughout. We have some really great water areas to enjoy. Now, we do have more videos that go more in depth on each of these areas, but today I at least wanted to go over a holistic overview of our area, and I hope that you found this information helpful. I know I get a lot of calls asking me to show a map view and to explain the different areas surrounding Raleigh and more about the highways and how they're situated and how people get around. So I'm really hoping that you found this information helpful. If you did, if you can click the like button below so others like you can find this information as well. And once again, if you're looking to relocate to the Raleigh or anywhere surrounding the Raleigh area and you're looking to purchase a home, we would love to help you. All you have to do is reach out to us. My number's been on the screen throughout this video. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. However you want to get a hold of me, I got your back when relocating to Raleigh, North Carolina. Till next time, we'll see y'all later.